Hi guys, this is Tools from Tools Explores, and I thought to just give you a complete rundown on my most recent trip. So, as you may or may not know, we usually travel shortly after my birthday as an annual birthday trip, and it's also around the time that we go and visit family in Harare. So, on this particular day, on the 28th of August, we were up very early to catch Fly Safe Air at 10 past 7 to Harare. The morning flights are quite challenging, but I always find them so exciting because, the rise of the morning sun, getting to see the sky, the buzz of the airport during the AMs, or the no buzz of the airport during the AMs. Yeah, but it was a great flight. It was smooth, it was non-problematic, and I think my favorite moment in this flight was actually getting to see us cross over from South Africa into Zimbabwe and actually see the Limpopo River, as you'll see in a slight moment. The flight time was quite quick. We were in Harare at around 2:09, and that gave us the opportunity to just go through the day. So upon arrival, we went through immigration, and prior to that, we actually had an aborted landing because, well, FlySafe is a taxi of the sky, so it approached Harare too soon. So we spent a bit of time in the sky, and I got to see the grid of the Zimbabwean geographical gridding from the sky, and eventually it landed and we went through immigration. So this is just a moment to marvel at the beauty of the gridding of Harare. Very different from anything I've ever seen from the different African skies that different African countries that I've observed from a high altitude. Yeah, this was a great experience. So upon arrival, landing was a bit rough. You know how it is with Fly Safe Air. But we were on time regardless of the aborted landing. So this is us just hovering around, buying time, and observing Harare from the sky in this dry season. We then landed and we went through immigration, which was a quick experience. And as Zimbabwe now has a new e-passport system, some people don't have to go through immigration offices. We took a drive from the airport all the way to Kambuzuma. Kambuzuma is where my grandmother's home is. So apart from growing up in Westgate, I spent a lot of time in Kambuzuma at my grandmother's house, where all my cousins and I, the six of us, would just come together over Christmas and spend time together in our grandmother's house. Unfortunately, she's late now, so going there can be a bit of a challenge. But the drive was interesting because wow, oh wow, Harare traffic. No, Atina Zeranar. We're not age mates with Harare traffic. The driving, the taxi drivers, it's a lot. Now here is a Warren Park. Warren Park is one of the high densities that are just before my grandmother's high density, or as we call it, ghetto, which is Kambuzuma. And as you can see, life there starts to become a little different. We got to see my mother's primary school, and then we got to do a lot of walking around. Here I was taking one of my nephews to his extra lessons, and then I walked back with the other kids to the grandmother's house so that we would continue with the day, which is basically unpacking and eating. I also got to visit my favorite part of Kambuzuma, which is the growth point. There's so much life that happens there. The music, the shops, the life, and the humility around there. It just makes me so happy. And here I got a bit of spoils by my older brother. Trust me, my spoils are a dragon. Leave me out of it, please. On this day, we took a drive to Ground, which is in the Avondale area. So it's a braai area. We went to go get gango, which is my favorite thing to eat in Zimbabwe. It's a mixture of beef, sausage, all these different types of meat, as you can see with our green veggie, and you have it with pap. It was a lovely experience. Stay tuned for what's to come after this.